Okay, here is the data file we'll be using to run the one-way Manova. We have three variables here. First is the grouping variable, then we have the two outcome variables. Remember, there are additional test assumptions we need to examine for Manova. So for multivariate normality, like we mentioned, it's robust for large sample sizes, so we're not gonna examine that in the video. And for the second assumption, we will analyze through a test called the boxes test. So the result will be generated with the Manova analysis together. But to check the third and the fourth option, we need to run separate analysis. So let's do that first before we run the ANOVA analysis. Okay, first we wanted to check the linear relationship between the two dependent variables. We need to go to Graphs, Chart Builder, to create a scatter plot to check that. So we want a scatter plot. Just put one dependent variable in the x-axis, then the other one to the y-axis. We can set the color by group so we can see the patterns for each group. So we click OK to generate the results. We'll discuss more about that in the course lecture. Next, we wanted to check the correlation between the two dependent variables. We learned that in week 1, right? We go to Analyze, Bivariate. We will check a Pearson correlation for the two dependent variables. Click OK. So then we have the correlation. We'll discuss more of how to think of that, how to interpret the number in the course lecture as well. Now we are ready to run the Manova analysis. Similarly, as the previous test we have conducted, we go to Analyze, General Linear Model. Which one should we select this time? Yes, you'll probably get it yourself. We should go to Multivariate. So we can select multiple dependent variables at the same time. So we move the two dependent variables to this window, and the group variable is our fixed factors. We don't have covariance. We don't think about weight for now. And similarly, we have all these options we can explore. Again, we will keep most of them as default for now, and we will make a few minor changes here. First, let's go to the post hoc. Remember, we have three groups, and after the multivariate test, we will follow up with a separate ANOVA. If we detect any significant results, we can then conduct the post hoc multiple comparison for each ANOVA. So it's an individual, it's a subjective decision. You can conduct the post hoc test in step 3 now, or you can check the overall significance first before you come back to run the test. Now I just click group to run the test. Then we can interpret it as needed. So I select 2 key this time and continue. Remember, we have different options for equal variance assumed or not, but I just assume it's the assumption is met for now. We can make like adjustments to games Hallwell later if needed. So click continue. And then we go to options. We want to save the descriptive statistics as always. We also wanted to run the homogeneity tests. So this time we will have 2 tests. One for the variance covariance matrix, special for the Manova test. We also need to test the homogeneity of variances as before. We also have some other options here. Remember the SSCP matrix we introduced in the course lecture, so we are going to ignore these for now since we will not use them for results interpretation. We click continue. Now we are ready to run the test. So here are all the results tables. We will need to interpret the results. You can go back to the course lecture notes to see how the results are interpreted in the background of Manova. Thank you.